Hello, YouTube. As you can see, I decided to go ahead and do some work instead of trying to film me working. It looked like there wasn't really enough interest in people just watching me work. So I went ahead and did the work. We're just going to do like we normally do our normal format where I've done the work or I'm getting ready to do the work and I'll tell you what's going on. Watching me pull the panel off was pretty boring. So watching me pull staples and stuff would have been even more boring. Anyhow, in the last live broadcast, you saw me rip apart the wall panel and we saw the mess that was there. I did vacuum everything up, cleaned it all up, removed all the lizard poo, and I did replace, I went ahead and installed some framing. And the reason that that was put there across this way is because the panel that I had cut it at that height. I probably should have cut it at, oh, I see one that I missed. I gotta pull that. But I should have probably cut it at this height. But that's okay. I'll just go all the way across because I wanted a line that kind of like matched the window line. So I installed more framing. That way I have something to staple the panel to. And I also repaired that little part that was all rotted out. So I had to put foam down all in there, and also put in a new like baseboard, a new bottom part. That way I have something to basically nail into when I put the panels down. And all the old insulation was removed. I did have enough insulation to cover this part. So what I'm going to do now, and I don't know if you guys want to watch it on camera or not. You could watch it if you want to. If not, I'm just going to shut off the camera. But I'm getting ready to put in the bottom. I'm going to put in the bottom part, but it needs to be cut, so that's going to be pretty boring. I have to cut like a millimeter off the panel. The room here, it's too tight, so it's like 1 millimeter too tight. You guys really want to watch me doing all this stuff? You won't really see me cutting it because I'm going to go cut outside with the jigsaw. But then, installation is just me laying it down, stapling it in place. Now, the top part is going to be kind of a pain because I have to cut around that, And I'm making the bottom small and the top big because I wanted the seam line to be on the bottom. Remember, ideally I wouldn't have had to have a seam line, but because I didn't have a truck or something, I had to cut the panel into 2 pieces to make it fit my little car. So I cut it, to like 64 inches and then another 21 inch or whatever, 22 inch. Because the wall, the height of this building is about 84 inches. And that was too long to fit in the little car. And I didn't want to put it on the roof where it can blow and break and all sorts of weird stuff. So I cut it, which means it's going to be kind of ugly with the seam. But I figure if the seam's low, it'll be less visible because there's going to be a sofa here. So it'll kind of hide that. But then, of course, there's also 2 other seams all over the place. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too nitpicky. Anyhow, I'm probably going to go ahead and sign off. And the next time you guys see this video, it should have the panels on, okay? So look forward to that. The panel should be up. You might even see it painted. I don't think I'm going to paint tonight. It's getting ready to get dark already, even though it's only like 5 something. So I think it's about 5:30, 5:40. We're going to go ahead and just shut off the camera, and I'll finish working and put the panel up, hopefully before it gets dark. And then if things aren't bad tomorrow, maybe we'll actually have some painting going on. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you're all staying safe wherever you are. I appreciate all of you who give me suggestions and advice on doing this stuff. This panel ended up getting ripped off mostly due to, viewers saying maybe I should rip off this last piece. And I'm glad I did because it turned out there was no insulation behind there. There was a little bit on the bottom and on that side, but this whole 2 panels was pretty much empty. And then, of course, the live ants that were hiding up in there, so it's nice to spray and get rid of them and get all this stuff down. So now I know but this whole wall pretty much was done. And I know that whole back wall, that section there was done. Now this section wasn't done, so it's probably still bad. But I also know the rest of the house was pretty much done. So, you know, by doing it, I know. Now, if I had more panels, I probably would have ripped everything out and just have done the whole thing. But at this point, we're just going to close things out and try to get the house wrapped up. So that is the plan. So thank you all for joining me. I hope that you guys are having a great day wherever you are. If you haven't already done so and you enjoy this kind of stuff, make sure you give the videos a thumbs up. Drop a comment. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye now.